It's too warm for an intro. Let's talk about the Red Lotus. Unlike the White Lotus, who are completely absent from the game's base roster, Zahir made it in as the game's sole representation of both his order and a pure airbender. I discussed him before though, so let's go over the other three goobers in order from least to most interesting. Pili, the Combustion Woman and Zahir's partner, is up first for two reasons. For one, we do not need more firebenders. The base roster already has 3 plus the avatars, and even then she's not first in line. For two, she's directly competing for a slot with Combustion Man. Between the two, she's the more interesting character, possessing things such as actual dialogue and connections to other characters. However, not having anything like that arguably makes Combustion Man a more effective side villain. The two are pretty even in my mind, but I think the developers would go with the character who came first and is from the higher rated show, especially since they share pretty much the same ability. Up next is Gazan, the resident scale setter of the group. It's his job to use lava bending to block off areas and look cool doing it, before getting absolutely dog-walked by any competent fighter and only ever winning against idiots or healers. Not sure why I said all that, I like the guy. His bending is impressive, as is fitting of a Lotus member. Even the Red Lotus only exists to aura farm and show off crazy bending feats. There's definitely moveset potential with his glaive shuriken thing he keeps making, and the stage control potential of lava bending. But that's all the credit I can give to John Lava Bender over here. The Red Lotus rarely get the chance to be more than Zahir's backup, but they are potent threats in their own right, worth representing for the spectacle of turning any mountain into a volcano alone. Ming Hua is goated. I didn't realize until rewatching the Red Lotus fight scenes, but she might be the most aggressive waterbender we have seen in the series, barring Scorned ex-Eska. Every Lotus member is characterized by their mastery over an element or specific fighting style. Ming Hua has taken the waterbending technique to surround one's limbs with water to the extreme, replacing her arms with water outright. She's bending without hand movements at all, and she's doing it better than that fraud Park whoever could. The tentacle beast move she tried to pull against Marco is peak super potential, even if it led to her death because that dumbass remembered he can just shoot her down with lightning after forgetting about having that skill for like all of season 2. Bottom line, Ming Hua is goated, peak waterbending ability, peak disability representation, and probably my most wanted waterbender for the game.